I was looking online for a dog-friendly lodge in Norfolk with a hot tub and came across this on Airbnb.
Yeah? And how are you?
After being on the road for about an hour, we stopped at the services to give the pooches a break and a cappuccino. The communication with the host on the Airbnb app was fantastic. They answered messages really quickly, and directions and all the details about the lodge was top class. Without too many problems. Our sat nav did take us around in a few circles, but not too bad at all. This was the country road that led into Bishy Barnabees. The name Bishy Barnaby actually means ladybird in the Norfolk area. So the lodge we were staying in was actually on the land where the people, the hosts, actually lived. It was like a farm with horses, goats, chickens. So this is the lodge on their land. This is the bathroom. It was beautifully decorated, very clean. Everything was provided. Towels. It was a hot day, so it was nice and warm in there. Well, warm and not too. It wasn't boiling hot, and there was access to fans. This shower, look, there's access to the actual one you can hold and the one on the wall, which is brilliant. Lovely big shower. The glass was super clean and shiny. Everything in there you can think of. We had toilet rolls, soap, liquid soap, don't usually get. There was one bedroom, so this was the double bed, and they had a wardrobe and also drawers and a big mirror. And then you went into the living area, and there is a kitchen as well built into the living area. They provided eggs. The eggs were actually from the chickens that were on the farm, and I double checked. The chickens I kept as pets and not eaten. Thank goodness for that, because that would have really upset me. They've even provided cleaning products. They provided dishwasher tablets, which you don't usually get when you stay in a lodge. You usually have to provide all that yourself. They'd provided liquid soap as well, washing up liquid, and even a tea towel. The drawers were full of utensils and cutlery, everything you could think of. There were saucepans, a microwave, cooker, and they even provided raspberry and rhubarb jam, which I believe they made themselves. The butter they didn't make themselves, but how cute these pots. And they provided milk, not from the farm, but they provided that for you, so you didn't have to go and shop. And say cups and spices. They'd even provided coffee, tea and sugar. Now usually when you stay in these places you have to take your own. They thought of everything. It's perfect. It's a real home from home. It's beautiful. There was a fire, obviously for the winter. They had a fan in there as well for when it's hot, like it was when we were there. And the sofa was actually a sofa bed, which I slept on. The sofa bed actually wasn't comfortable. That was one of the downside. It wasn't very comfortable, so I slept on it, just on the sofa for the second night. There was books and games, and there's also an information pack. And in the information pack, they'd also provided takeaway menus, which we made good use of whilst we was there, because we didn't have any time to do any cooking. And this led out to, this was the little area for us, and perfect little seating area there. And there was also a table and chairs under the cover there for like bench and chairs, and this looked out onto the beautiful stables, beautiful land, and it was right next to where they lived. And this was the hot tub. The hot tub was heated by a fire which was underneath. We couldn't actually work out properly how to do the fire, but yeah, it was nice and clean. Ducks were cute addition. So yeah, that was heated by a fire underneath the hot tub. And so this led on to the outside area. It was all fenced off for us. You could have a clear view of all the beautiful animals, and our dogs running around, probably annoyed them. We had the outside here, there was the rubbish area, even a pooper scoop was provided for us. So there's rubbish for recycling and for general waste in these bins. So yeah, the pooper scoop.
The pooper scooper.
These poor animals are not phased by our yappy dogs. They must be used to it because they do have a lot of dogs stay there. So I felt sorry for these poor animals, and my dog had discovered a new creature, which was a chicken, and the chick, poor thing, was terrorised, and luckily it stood up for itself, and I had to grab my dog away because she's really terrorising it. It's new to see a chicken and a chick for her. It was so cute. So yeah, here's me. I had to pick my dog up so she didn't keep terrorising the poor animals. So I gave her a bit of a talking to. Of course, we went in the hot tub overnight. It was perfect. It was air jets and hydro jets. It was beautiful, beautiful lit up, and the lights were really lovely in the hot tub as well. And this pooch decided she wanted to stay on the bed with me all night on the sofa bed. The following day we took a walk. We walked the pooches around. We could walk all around the land. This was on the edges of the farm. This, I believe, was all their woodland, or I don't know if they owned it or not, but look how beautiful this was. We didn't know how far it went or where it went to. We did quite a long walk though that day. It was a perfect day for it, really lovely and sunny, but so much land. The dogs really enjoyed it as well. And then this is just walking back to the lodge. So we done about an hour's walk that morning. These were their horses. And the man whose property it was, he was so helpful. Didn't see the lady very much, he was busy working, but honestly the man was super helpful, always there when we needed questions answering about anything, very knowledgeable of the area.
There they come.
This horse is beautiful. And that was the end of our trip. So this was our trip back, and highly recommend. So Bishy Barnabees Airbnb, really nice if you're staying there as a couple or like a couple of friends like we did, and perfect for dog vacations as well, because it's really hard to find lodges that accept dogs with hot tubs, and fantastic area, not far from anything either. We had a 2.5 mile drive to the town, and these were the eggs that I brought home. These were for the farm, and I only eat them when I know the chickens are kept and they're looked after. And this was my tired out pooch when we got home. She'd worn herself out, bless her. So yeah, we had a lovely stay, highly recommend, and I shall tag the link to the Airbnb underneath.